This is the Osbot Tail Air, and one of the really cool parts about this live streaming camera is the fact that you can actually use it to live stream wirelessly. Now, in today's video, we're going to discuss how to use a MacBook or Mac computer in general and be able to live stream wirelessly directly from the Osbot Tail Air to your MacBook or Mac computer. Now, in the past, you've been able to do this over NDI, but only over NDI on Mac computers, and you've been able to use this function on Windows computers. Osbot just released a new version of their Webcam app, which I'll have a link to everything down in the description below. And using that new app, you can wirelessly stream from the Obsbot Tail Air to your computer and use it in programs like StreamYard, Zoom, whatever you need a virtual camera or a camera for, you can now do it wirelessly. And that's cool because you can mount this camera anywhere without having wires. And then later on in today's video, I'll go over why you would want to use this virtual webcam app versus using something like their NDI connectivity, because the NDI is really cool. First thing we're going to do is open up the Obsbot Center app, and then also make sure that your Obsbot Tail Air is powered on, as you just heard. Then we're going to hit the connect button, hit done, and then I'm going to connect over Wi-Fi because the Obsbot is going to connect to the computer over Wi-Fi, and we're going to use the Wi-Fi connection to go to the internet. If you're going to use the hotspot connection, then you're going to need to be on a cellular device, which this MacBook Air obviously is not. I'm going to click next, choose the Tail Air. It's scanning my Wi-Fi. Going to choose my Wi-Fi, and it looks like we're good to go. Now, as you see in Control Center, there are a bunch of controls to actually control the Obsbot Tail Air, but we're just going to go over the virtual camera. So up here, you see a bunch of different buttons, and this one right here is to turn on the virtual camera. So we're going to click that. It's going to let you know that the virtual camera will come up in whatever streaming software you have. Then I'm going to go pull up StreamYard. So I'm going to open Chrome because that's the best option for StreamYard. Going to go over to StreamYard. And again, we're using StreamYard just because that's my live streaming software, but it'll work similarly in whatever software you have. We're going to enter this test live stream. And then as this comes up, it's going to ask us which webcam we want. Now, it looks like it actually chose the Obsbot already. Yep, it's tracking me. There you go. But just so we can see where to choose it, as you see right here, it shows up as the Obsbot virtual camera. So I just want to show you, this is the virtual camera, and as you can see, I'm moving around, but I have no wires. So that is the really big benefit to the Obsbot Tail Air, is you can live stream wirelessly, have it in a cool little area, and obviously have the camera track you. Now, I want to discuss really quickly why you would want to use the virtual camera over NDI. Now, NDI is a really cool feature that the Obsbot Tail Air has. However, I would really use NDI in a situation where you're using a bunch of these Tail Air cameras, and you need to be able to hook all of those Tail Air cameras over your wireless network. The virtual webcam works best when you're just using one Obsbot Tail Air. So if you're doing a really simple live stream, I would probably do the virtual camera over the NDI because it's a lot less complicated. I mean, I'll show you right here. To get the NDI, I have all these programs right here that do different things with the NDI, but the virtual webcam will just show up in a bunch of your different live stream softwares, where NDI, you're going to need programs like OBS that have the capability to use NDI cameras, which I don't believe StreamYard has, at least at this point in time. So if you want to use it on StreamYard, Zoom, Ecamm, whatever your live stream platform is, the virtual webcam is totally the way to go. And I am super stoked that it now works on the macOS computers, because it didn't work for a while. And that was kind of a limiting step for me. I even discussed it in my Obsbot Tail Air review, which if you haven't seen, make sure to check in the link below. But the Obsbot Tail Air is a really fantastic live streaming camera. So if you have any questions about the Obsbot Tail Air, or any questions on how to live stream with it, or want to know things for future videos I do on the Obsbot Tail Air, make sure to ask in the comments below. And if you got knowledge and value out of today's video, please make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell to keep up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Till next time, my name is Geoff. Thank you for joining me, everybody, and I will see you in the next video.